Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of our upcoming videos. This is a review of the Victorinox Swiss Army INOX Carbon LE. That's a little bit confusing because it's not the first carbon-cased INOX, and it's definitely not their first limited edition, but that's as specific as they're getting, or you can refer to this more precisely by the reference number, which is 241927.1. Definitely not as sexy as INOX. The irony about INOX is it's actually the French term for stainless steel, and the original models of the INOX were in steel, and since then the company has created versions of the watch in titanium as well as carbon. The watch is a great looking timepiece. It's basically supposed to be, think of it as sort of Victorinox Swiss Army's G-Shock. The INOX was designed with a lot of durability features, supposed to be environmentally resistant, lots of cool stuff. It's supposed to be a highly durable watch. And they even made mechanical versions which are not quite as durable as these quartz models because they can put up with way more shock and other sort of environmental effects. For 2020, the limited edition has a camouflage style dial. And what's interesting about the dial is that it's actually lumed, and when you see it in the dark, you get the camouflage effect. So the different sort of colors and regions there in the camouflage come out in the lume, which is really cool. The simple Arabic hour numerals are reminiscent of some of the original Swiss Army watches from, I believe, the 80s, and they had, they were much more simple watches, but they had a similar scale of Arabic hour numerals, as well as the brand logo there at 12 o'clock. The watch comes with a great set. And in that set is a couple of straps. So there's this paracord strap that has the camouflage look to it. There's a rubber strap in black, and then there's also a green NATO-style strap. And I've never actually seen a NATO-style strap for an INOX before. And that's actually quite a nice look, but I think that it's hard to get away from this paracord strap because it's so cool looking. And they actually improved it. So if you're familiar with some of the older paracord straps from the INOX collection, the first one was with a company called NATO. They were not as logical to put on. So what they've done here is they've essentially made part of it to look like a NATO-style strap. It's nylon here, I guess Zulu for that matter, and then the other part here is going to be the paracord. So that makes it wear a lot more comfortably and a lot more like just your sort of standard watch. The kit, which happens to be in a camouflage Pelican style case, also has two Swiss Army knives in it, and one of them is green colored and has a compass on it, so it's a camping Swiss Army knife. I've never actually seen one with a compass before. So the way that this works here, it's a little bit different. You have to tuck in the excess strap underneath. Takes a moment there, but once you get it right, you have this nice clean look. I happen to be wearing this quite tightly. You don't have to wear it as tightly, but as you can see, the strap, the excess, hides under your wrist there, so you have a nice clean look. And I appreciate that. There's a lot of high-end watches where you have a nice seamless look there. So I think it's not as elegant to have sort of a strap sticking out. So I think they did a very good job there. Again, the watch is made out of carbon, 43 millimeters wide. The case back is actually titanium. The crystal, which has a lot of good AR coating, is sapphire, and the watch is a limited edition of 1,500 pieces. Again, this is the Victorinox Swiss Army INOX Carbon LE. For 2020, you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch, and the price is $1,100.